Today, hopefully, fingers crossed, this garden gets moved. That's the goal, at least.
That is the goal.
We'll see what happens, and you guys should come join us. Won't you? Okay, so the plan is to cut all these support beams underneath this here piece of wood right down the center, split the entire garden into two, and then move each section. That's the goal. I'm going to start by cutting all this mesh right down the center and kind of go from there. See how it works out. Hopefully it does. Okay, the mesh is cut. Now, time to cut these beams. I'm hoping this has 2 screws in each one. If I cut in between each screw, it should still stay together until I take the screws out, and then as soon as we move it, we put the screws back in and it just reattaches like it was right now. That's the plan. We'll see if it happens. I don't know if it will. Fingers crossed, like I said. So while I'm working on the garden, Kristen is driving the tractor around the yard. Wonder if she knows she's not actually cutting anything. This is the first time she's been on the tractor in like 3 years. I think she's figuring it out. I think she's realizing that she doesn't know what she's doing. Yep, definitely figured out she doesn't know what she's doing. Well, let me go help her. So while Kristen is cutting the grass, I've been working on the garden, getting these beams cut in half. Just using a oscillating saw. Taking a little bit longer than I thought, mainly because this is all pressurized wood, so it's taking a lot longer to cut through just because it's so dense. But I'm getting through it all. I got one more beam to do after this one, and then I should be able to pull the screws and essentially this thing falls in half. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see. Okay, the yard is done, and we got a couple sections of the garden moved, the smaller ones, yeah. The inside and the back. By no means is that the final resting place of this, but this is sort of where it's going. Probably starting like right about there maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I don't want it too far over, but I don't want it super close either. Right. We're gonna... The thing is we can't move it like a ton of times. Like we're gonna have to decide, plop it, and that's where it's gonna be. Okay, I got everything cut except for the very last cut on the center beam. And then I gotta take all the screws out and we'll see what happens. It could fall over, it could just sit there. We could move it easily, we could not be able to move it. Who knows?
We'll find out.
We're gonna find out though.
How's it going, babe?
I've been in better situations, but I've been in worse situations.
Hey, I mean, at least you're making it work.
Yes. I'm trying to save like as much as I can.
Right.
Especially the mesh. So far it's working.
Right.
The problem is all these boards are just toenailed in at the top over there.
So I feel like once you take the center beam, it's gonna all drop.
Yes, and pull out.
Yep.
But fingers crossed it doesn't.
Hopefully.
If it does, hopefully it's an easy fix.
Right.
Now I gotta get to this somehow.
I got faith in you, babe.
Okay, well here, hold this. And just like that, half of a garden enclosure. Yeah. Well, a third of a garden enclosure. And this side will lay down just as easy, and then we'll have to try to move it. That will be the more interesting part. I'm wondering if we utilized a tractor.
I wonder if we could kind of like set one corner up somehow, and then like we put the wheelbarrow onto the other one and just kind of scoot it along.
Possibly. Although this is fairly light.
It wasn't bad to put it down.
We probably might just have to drag it like I did the last section.
I feel like with 2 of us, if we lift and go, we could probably do it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely be able to do it. But first, let's take this down so this ain't just hanging here.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready? Must be the angle you're at, 'cause it's not heavy. Well, I mean, you have it heavy, right?
Ta-da! Okay, well there you go. There is our garden. Go ahead, babe. Start planting away. We're just gonna leave it like this for now.
Okay.
Just plant everything. Just go back there and plant it in the big pile of dirt.
All right, we'll do. I'll get right on that.
Okay, take 10. Babe,
Yeah.
it's beginning to look like a garden enclosure again.
Yeah.
We got the door in the back to put on.
We do.
And then I got to do all the reinforcements that I should have done in the first place.
Yes.
And then we can fill her up.
Yeah.
So, let's try to throw this back on real quick. And then we'll go from there. Good times. But I'm surprised. It's actually come together pretty good.
I think got a lot further along than I thought we would.
Yeah, I did too. It looks pretty good. The problem now is that since I cut all these beams, it's really sagging in the middle. Yeah. So I may have to figure out what to do about that. We'll see. There might be some simple solutions, or there might be a complicated solution. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. They're coming for you.
Huh?
They're coming for you.
Why is the ambulance? I got boo-boo.
Oh, boo. I got boo-boo too. However, we have 90% of a garden enclosure again.
We do.
There's some work to do on it.
There's still a long way to go.
Yeah,
I feel like.
the door's got to go on, but that'll be last. I took another one of those boards off just so I could access inside the garden itself, because I got to put reinforcement pieces of wood in because I screwed that up. Screwed that up last time and didn't do it. That's the whole reason we decided to take it apart and move it, because of that. And then I gotta fix some of the wire mesh, but first I need to figure out what to do with that top beam. I just need to replace it. Might just flip it over and screw them in. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll look at some cheap options. Maybe some metal plates. I don't know. I need something to reinforce that a little bit. Maybe metal plates. That might do it. Who knows? But anyways, it's in its new location.
It is.
It's in its new home. And we got some landscaping to do around it. We're going to finish up the retaining wall. We're going to eventually maybe expand the garden over here next year. Definitely won't be this year.
Yeah.
We'll see. But things are making progress.
Yeah.
I just got to deal with that.
All the dirt
I got to get all that dirt
into its new home.
over there. That's going to be several days worth.
Oh yeah.
But I'm excited. We made progress. Okay, we have to go pick up Lincoln. He's
Yes,
at your dad's.
Yeah.
And then we need to eat.
We do.
We must eat.
So I'll go pick up Lincoln. Why don't you start food?
Okay, I'll start grilling.
Yeah.
Okay, got the grill going. Got some hamburgers on there, some hot dogs for the little boy, and us, of course. Yeah, this will be enough probably for dinner tonight and maybe lunch tomorrow, if it works out right. That's what I'm hoping for. 2 meals out of this. While I'm grilling, I was thinking about the garden over yonder, and I think I have a plan. I think. I'll go show you, and I think it's going to work out in my benefit. Lincoln, you made it home. The only problem is you're not supposed to be sitting in that. You're supposed to be pulling it around the yard and helping Dad out with the dirt. And to help Dad out with the dirt, we got you a shovel. And I don't know where the shovel is. I don't know where it is. I have to go find it, which makes this clip not as impressive. Let me go find your shovel. There's your shovel. Yeah, now you can help Daddy move dirt. And I think I come up with a plan to help me move dirt a little bit easier. Let's go check out the garden. So the idea was I was going to haul the dirt inside and then kind of throw it over each side, or have to shovel it. That means I'd have to shovel the dirt into the wheelbarrow, then turn around and shovel the dirt out of the wheelbarrow. I think what I could do is each one of these front sections is only held on by, I think, 3 6 screws each. And I'm pretty sure I could pull these panels off one at a time just to keep structural integrity. I can bring the wheelbarrow all the way in and just dump the dirt. I think that'll save me a lot of time and a lot of shoveling. So once we get to that point where I'm ready to refill it, and I'm not there yet, I got to do some more interior supports. I think that's how we're going to fill it up. It'll make it go a lot faster and a lot easier. At least that's the thought in my head. We'll find out. Well guys, it is a few days later, and we really haven't done anything on the garden.
No.
We're outside grilling. It seems to be what we do. We got Kabasi this time. Lincoln's mowing the deck, because you can never have a deck that doesn't need mowed.
Right?
That, and he can't push that in the grass yet. So this is like really...
He's doing good with it up here, but he can't do it in the grass.
Right. We've had like rain the past couple days.
Non-stop?
Rain and storms and more storms, and it almost feels like another one's going to blow up here in a minute.
Right.
So we haven't done any work on the garden.
No.
So there's no real update to give you We never did an ending. Yeah, we never did an ending to the video we did.
Shocker.
I know. Shocker. I know. So we're going to kind of wrap it up here. We're going to enjoy our evening, and then we'll go continue on vlogging.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.